What is happening, guys? Thank you for signing into the DFS 5-pack. It is your host, rough-faced Matt. Now can't say it so smooth anymore. Like I was saying, I need to get to that razor real soon. But until then, I'm looking at games and DFS and betting lines all day. So while my wife might not be too pleased about it, it works for me. So we're living with it over here. Again, I'm sure you guys don't care too much about that. So we're coming off another decent day yesterday, nothing great. Again, went 2-2. That's not going to win us any money. So got to be better than that. San Antonio and the Bulls were both big letdowns. The Cavs finally showed up, and that under was money. But the Bulls and Spurs let us down last night. So let's hop right back into it today. We're talking college basketball here. Might come out with an NBA video later, but still too early for that. College basketball all day long. I love Saturdays. Few games I'm looking at here. One game already started. Sorry, guys. Had to do some DFS stuff earlier. We're on Ball State -8 to begin with. I know my man Chuck is on with me, so let's get it, Ball State. After that, starting at 2 o'clock, Virginia at Duke. I've watched a bunch of these teams play, and I like Duke a lot in this spot. Virginia, a very good team, but a tad overrated in my opinion. Their defense is excellent, but they shut down mostly bad teams. They lost at West Virginia earlier in the year, and I think this sets up as a similar type spot for them. Different teams in Duke and West Virginia, but Duke is amazing on the offensive end, where West Virginia is amazing on the defensive end. I think Virginia gets caught up in a game they don't want to play today. I like Duke with the points here. Obviously, line fluctuating anywhere between like 3 and 4.5. So the lower you can get it, the better. I don't think it matters. I think Duke wins this game comfortably. After that, we are looking at Oklahoma and Alabama. All you guys who follow me and watch this know I loved Oklahoma last week against Kansas. Big spot for me. I like them quite a bit there. And I'm going to reverse my course and go with Bama here. A trend in college basketball I like to go with when nothing else fails is the home team. Bama is not a better team than Oklahoma, but at home in a game that they need more than Oklahoma, I think they get up for it a little bit more and they win this game. While Trae Young gets a lot of the accolades and deservedly so, Colin Sexton is a damn fine college basketball player, going to be a lottery pick. I think this is his breakout for performance today. I think Alabama wins this game. So anywhere you can get the line, 1, 2, anywhere, I like it there. TCU at Vanderbilt. Again, I'm taking the home team here. This is a strict numbers play. This line open, it's TCU -5.5. It's dropped down to 3.5 with the public on TCU here. So I like the home dog. It's another trend I usually go to when nothing else fails in sports, just take the home dog. I like both these teams in general. I like TCU. I like Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's underperformed this year. They need to string together a couple quality wins in a row. I think they get it done here. I actually think Vanderbilt wins this game, but I'm going to take the points. I took it at 4. I like it anywhere you can get it in between there. Obviously, if you can get it higher than that, take it. Next up at 7 o'clock, we have Kentucky at West Virginia. I am a big fan of West Virginia here. I like them a lot at home. I think Kentucky is a little bit too young to handle the physicality and defensive tenacity that a West Virginia will bring here today. I also think this line is crazy big, and Vegas is telling us something here. You've got public. Kentucky's one of the biggest public teams you'll ever have. Public's on them almost always. They're slightly on them here. Yet the lines move from 8.5 to 10. Vegas is calling a blowout here, kind of begging people to take Kentucky. I'll be the contrarian and take West Virginia here. I think they roll in this spot. I like West Virginia minus anywhere from 9 to 10. Lastly, probably my game of the day is Cincinnati at Memphis. So we've got this is a numbers play also. I like Memphis a lot getting the points here. Got a bunch of numbers in play here. Like I said, Memphis is 3-0 straight up against the spread at home in conference games this season. Cincinnati is 3-81 against the spread at Memphis when they're playing against a Memphis team with going for revenge. And Memphis head coach Tubby Smith is 5-0 against the spread as a dog of 7 or more points, playing with 6 or more days of rest, as well as 3-0 against the spread in his career as a dog, as more of a dog of a dog more than 10.5 points. Oh, man. In addition, we've got some more numbers. Smith is 245 and 54 straight up at home games and at games at home with a win percentage of 650 or greater, with only 9 of those losses being by more than 10 points. I know a lot of that is jumbled on and jargon right there, but I didn't spit it out so eloquently. That's my fault. But basically, all those numbers are telling us to play Memphis. So when all is said and done, we're riding with Memphis here, and that's where we're rolling. Memphis plus the points. I think they probably don't win that game, but they lose anywhere from 5 to 8, and we'll take our 12 points and run. Thanks, guys. Let's have a day. Probably come out with an NBA video later. We'll see.